good, y'all? It's the Morning Hustle with L'Oreal and Kyle Santillian, and y'all know our door is always open, and we love to highlight when positive things are happening in the Black community, and that's what we're all about today, man. We have guests in the studio. We have Miss Aisha Taylor Issah.
Issa.
That's
like Issa Rae. You're right.
Yes, we have Aisha Taylor Issah in the building. Good to have you here today.
Thank you for having me.
We have our guy David Shands is back today. What's up, brother?
Happening?
All right, we got our guy Nehemiah Davis is here.
What up?
What's going on?
Some call him Neo. You know what I mean?
Like the Matrix.
Yeah. So the reason that you guys are here today is because you guys have been a part of a very positive situation that starts with the Sistah Shop from Aisha, a shop that you were putting together to support Black business and needed a little bit of help. But instead of me trying to give you the details, tell us what was going on with the Sistah Shop.
Yes, thank you so much for having us. The Sistah Shop is what we call our sanctuary for sisterhood. It's a retail and e-commerce destination located at Atlantic Station right here in Midtown that features over 100 Black women-owned brands from around the country. We are a gateway to retail and an opportunity for Black women to get their products and services in a retail setting when they otherwise wouldn't be able to. And so we, of course, like many other small businesses, have been feeling the brunt, of this economic downturn and all of the increased cost of goods, but, decrease in revenue and all those things. And we're facing closure and really weren't sure what to do and decided to reach out to our community for help a couple of months ago. Got a little bit of traction, but still didn't really meet our goal. And then our good brother, Nehemiah Davis, put up a post that he wanted to help and flash mob to help save a Black business in Atlanta. I sent him a message. I hit send and I left it in God's hands. I really didn't know if he would see it or what would happen. Mm-hmm. And to my surprise, he did. And he did more than that. They took action in a major way. And we are forever grateful.
Mm. And now, what's dope about it is because I wasn't aware of your shop. And I was on social media and scrolling through, and I saw the event that y'all put together. And it touched my heart to share with the rest of the team. But what I thought about was what made you even think? Because when I saw Flash Mob, the first thing I thought was, I'm about to see a dance.
Right.
So that's what I was waiting for. Right. But as I'm watching it, I'm like, this is much better than a dance. Yeah. This is actually impactful and something for the community. So what even made you think about doing this?
Yeah, so I always wanted to do a flash mob, but I'm from Philly, so
okay.
When you
go Birds.
Yeah, for sure, go Birds. So normally when you think about a flash mob in Philly, they going downtown, they wrecking stores, they busting glass, like they on some rebel stuff.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So I said, what if we did a flash mob in a positive way? I was on Instagram about a month ago. I see a post from a young lady about on some page like, I'm about to go out of business, like a candle shop on the verge of going out of business. I was like, well, I live in Atlanta. I'm from Philly. I want to help her. So I literally called like 20 people, mobilized 20 people to go to her business.
Wow.
She was able to get like 8,000 in sales. And what she said really touched me. She said, this is the best day of my life outside of having my child.
Wow.
And I'm like, the best day of your life outside of having your child. I'm like, well, this didn't cost me outside of the money we invest. It cost me time.
Yeah.
So I took time to do it. So I said, we got to bring this to Atlanta. So when I seen the post, I put up, it's funny, I didn't even see that post. I just put up, well, we're going to flash mob. And then you sent the DM and I started seeing that. And it was between Aisha and another business. And we decided to go with her business because I'm like, she's supporting 100 other Black businesses.
Right.
And I realized that we're not just helping one, we're helping 100.
Right.
And then we can help her stay in business. We're also encouraging and keeping 100 other people in business. So that's when I picked up the phone, called David, called Donnie. And then we just mobilized. And David says more than we not just only going to help with the flash mob, but we also going to educate and coach and be a resource even when this is done.
Because imagine that, like you're actually, like you said, you're trying to help other businesses. And it's like now you need help. So like, what's the odds of that?
Yeah, that's been what I've been facing. And probably the hardest part of this, internally is just trying to figure out, how we can't help them if we can't help ourselves.
That's right.
You know what I mean? And so we have to be healthy. We have to be in a good place to continue being able to provide this platform. And thankfully, the community showed up in an amazing way for us because of this. I can't even begin to tell you. I didn't even know everything that was going on. They kept it a secret. I don't know how you keep anything a secret on on social media, but they figured it out. And I think, I was just kind of going through so much that I wasn't really online as much, but they blocked me anyway. But
That's so funny. So you didn't know the day it was happening or nothing?
Anything. I didn't know anything. I was literally in church praying. It was Sunday.
Yeah.
I'm a minister. I go to church. I worship. I was in church praying, asking God to help me because we were really kind of at the end of our rope.
Wow.
And little did I know he was already doing it.
Won't he do it?
Walk us through the day where everything takes place. You find out what's going on in the actual.
First off, hold on. She wasn't even there.
No.
You gotta think.
Talk about it.
There's 100-something people outside, and then the questions come up. I wonder if the owner's going to be there.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
And we assume she would. I'm like, well, if the business needs some help, she gonna be there,
Right.
Yeah.
And she
She
was not
not
there.
there. We was talking
Where was you
outside.
at?
Right.
I was at the Lord's house.
Oh, okay. All right.
Asking for a miracle.
So then you got
You know?
word that this was going on.
Not exactly. Not
Okay.
exactly. They still kept lying on Sunday.
We out there. We meet at the Target parking lot, and there's a bunch of people out there, and we're like, all right, figure out how we're going to do it. So me and Neil go in first, and we realize, oh, she's not there. So we're talking to the employees. We try to get as much information from the employees, and I'm like, yo, call her.
Right.
Just call her, because we
Yeah.
like, yo, it's too many people out here to not show
Yeah.
up. So we the staff member calls her, and I was like, yeah, I'm David. I got a podcast. He was like, oh, the Social Proof podcast. I was like, yo, I want to interview you. I want to have you on the podcast. She's like, yo, don't move. I'm coming. I was like, all right, move. So the way we got her to come is she thinks she about to be on
That's
the podcast.
so
That is
funny.
hilarious.
So
Yes.
yeah, so and you were at your
I was at my mom. I had gotten out of church. I go to visit my mom on Sundays with my son. It's kind of our ritual after church. And so I had literally just pulled up in the parking lot. My son is 3. He was so excited to see his Mima. He's having an absolute fit because I'm like, baby, we got to leave. And so I went and kissed her. And my mom has Alzheimer's, and we are her caregivers. And I said, Mommy, I have an emergency. I have to go. She's like, go on, baby, do what you got to do. And
I
that
almost
gave
wish
me
she didn't
peace.
tell me that part. I'm like, you left your mom while I was out
No,
there.
she's fine. She's good. She's good. Some of the other family went to see her that day, but I just share that to say that's just how good God is, right? Like even I was so worried about disappointing my mom, and she was like, "Girl, go ahead," and I'm just so grateful. So yeah, so I hop in the car, y'all. I'm not gonna tell you all of the traffic laws I broke getting from Conyers to Midtown. God cleared the way. There was no traffic, y'all, on a Sunday afternoon.
Oh,
Now,
and
y'all
that's
know.
very not coming from now going down 20.
Hello. No traffic. And I was like, this gotta be God. And, baby fell asleep. So we was good. We was Gucci. We was riding out. And, when I pulled up, I still didn't know the magnitude of what was going on.
Yeah.
When I pulled up, I saw the wall of empty shelves, the one that's been viral right now. And I was on the phone with my sister and I was like, the shelf is empty. It looked like we had been robbed. It really did.
No.
And she was like, what do you mean? I said, it's empty. That's what I mean. And again, y'all, I know people think I'm crazy, but I really believe God's hand is in everything.
That's not crazy.
I found a parking spot right in front of the
I
store.
know that's right.
On a Sunday afternoon in Atlantic Station. Never happens.
Right.
Get out. Grab my baby, put him on my shoulder, and when I walked in, y'all, I cannot even express the emotion that I felt. I was floored. My mind was blown. Oh my God. And then I didn't even know. So it wasn't until after the fact when I got to see the videos about the mob and how they walked from Target. And I mean, it was the most beautiful display of Black community and support that I have ever seen in my life. It was nobody has ever done anything like that, and certainly can't say anything bad about it because it was a beautiful day. Y'all did
That's
that.
fire,
Y'all did
man.
that.
Yay!
That is beautiful.
Thank y'all
That's
so much for
beautiful.
doing that. And
Absolutely.
I don't even know. Like I'm speechless myself because that's a selfless act. And nowadays, when you see so many people worried about just self and even preaching to others, like you need to just focus on you and focus on you and focus on yourself. But y'all are actually, y'all got me tearing up over here. Y'all are actually putting and taking your time to pour into others, and I think that's beautiful.
Absolutely. That's why I said it's a Sunday. They could be doing anything. And then they brought their kids. I mean, the whole families were there. It was like all for us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's beautiful.
You guys mentioned continuing the mission. So what are the plans moving forward with maybe supporting some other businesses?
Yeah, so we was trying to thinking through like a global flash mob, right? So the idea is that we would probably start with like 30 different cities or states, like 30 locations in one day. So Saturday, 1 month, we just do 30 different locations. Somebody in Canada, somebody in Houston, somebody in Philly. and we find that business and we just all flash mob at the same time.
Fire.
David could talk more about the education, because not only do we want to flash mob them, but also want to educate them on ways, to market and grow. You can talk about that.
For sure. So if somebody's going out of business, there's a reason, right? And I know, I'm not saying that she doesn't understand business. We all need some help. Like I've had some mentors come into my life, and it's just one or two tweaks that help me understand my numbers and where the things are most profitable and things of that nature. So I had her in the hot seat. So I have a hot seat podcast where I bring entrepreneurs and I cook them for like 45 minutes.
And cook he did.
Well done.
Yes.
We got down to the root of the problem and then moving forward. So, one of the first things we doing is going to our accountant, let's like forensic accounting, let's go through all the numbers, let's really find out what's going on. Then she's going to come back and we're going to educate on some ways to really accelerate the business without a handout or without a donation. I want to teach you how to become a super entrepreneur where you can really generate revenue. So
teach a man to fish.
Yeah.
That's right.
Absolutely.
That's right. Now I wanted to ask you again with the Sistah Shop. So now that you have some eyes on the Sistah Shop and moving forward, do you have specific plans? And I also wanted to know, because you are supporting other business with the Sistah Shop, what businesses are a part of the Sistah Shop?
Oh wow, it's so.
I know it's a lot, but
yeah,
if you can throw a
it's
couple
a lot. It's a lot. We have some amazing brands. Some that have been with us for over 3 years, and then some that just came, a couple of months ago. Some like. Oh God, so many. Of course, I'm not gonna be able to think of one. Okay, we got one really popular one. Signs Candles, right? She has a zodiac candles with zodiac signs, right? We have
who's the puzzle?
Champagne
people?
Wishes.
What a puzzle.
So Little Mr. Fix It. Was it the kids puzzle or the adult puzzle?
I don't know. It was like a painting of a puzzle. I was like,
dope puzzle pieces. Fashion in Favor, and those are clothing apparel. So we have different categories. So clothing, accessories, skincare, hair care, home goods.
And these are Black women-owned businesses.
Everything is owned by a Black woman.
That's
Everything
fire.
is owned by a Black woman.
So you have all kind of things in there.
It's a one-stop shop. It's a one-stop
What about
shop.
online? Can people support you and buy stuff online?
Absolutely.
Because not everybody, we're syndicated, so we're on in 36 markets.
Please, absolutely. We are hoping and trying to position ourselves, hopefully with the help of these amazing brothers, to become the Amazon of Black women-owned brands. We want to be where people come when they are trying to. First of all, it shouldn't be I only want to. It should be where you shop. Period. Right? It should become a way of life. So yes, the Sistahshop.com. Sistah is spelled Sistah on all platforms. So the Sistahshop.com is our website. They can go there, find the link to shop if they can't get to the store in Atlanta. And yes, we are a one-stop shop. We have everything. We got stuff for the brothers, kids, your mama, your auntie, everybody.
I love that. I love that.
It's a beautiful thing. Congratulations on what you have going on. Yo, shout out to you brothers for
Appreciate
supporting. You know what I mean?
That's
so we
paying it
shouted out to
forward.
Sistah Shop. How can people follow up with you brothers?
You could just follow me on Instagram, Nehemiah Davis, Neo Daviso, and you could check out my YouTube, Nehemiah Davis. And we just love to be able to keep adding value and see how we can help and spread the love.
Yeah, for sure.
Amazing.
Instagram, D Shands, DSHANDS. And also check out Social Proof Podcast and the Hot Seat Podcast. I promise you'll love both of those. So check us out.
Just skip over my episode.
No, go check out your episode. We want them to support you and understand.
Monday. We on it. Nah, man, big shout out to all of y'all. You guys are doing great things. Thank you for coming by today.
Thank you for having us.
Appreciate it.
We are the Morning Hustle.